Good morning, friends. Today we are going to do a little equestrian haul. It's definitely geared towards winter, but I tried the Amiko and Friend subscription so that you don't have to. So I want to show you guys what I bought and what I think of the items. I got stuff for me and I got stuff for Banner, so that's why we're at the barn today. Hope you enjoy. So the first thing we're going to review today is the Lova Parka by Pomme. This is the thing I was actually most excited to unbox. That's why I reached for it first. The Lova Parka is, I feel like, going to be a staple in my winter closet. It is a long jacket, and then it does unzip from the bottom so that I can wear it while I ride. I'm excited to try it on with my hoodie today because I was hoping I could put some underlayers on because it does get pretty cold here, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it on for you guys. I did order a size large. So it has two zippers, which is exciting. So you can zip one and then leave one at the bottom. I can't figure this out. So far the zipper's kind of sticking. I think it was user error, to be honest. Oh my gosh, are these fake pockets? No, I just didn't unzip them. I'm really liking the way this feels. It feels like it's gonna be really nice whether I'm riding in the winter or doing some work around the barn. This is the little unzip action that allows you to ride in this jacket. One thing I will note is it's not super thick, so you'll definitely have to dress underlayers, but the material is really nice. It feels like something that will come clean very easily. I do also like that there's two button areas on this. I tend to like my sleeves a bit tighter. The other thing I like about this so far is that there is a lot of pockets. So you have two pockets here. They seem like cookie pockets. And then you do also have pockets here for your hands, but then on the inside there's another pocket here. It's not super deep, but it feels like it would be perfect for storing like your phone or something in the winter time once all of your layers are kind of on. But the quality feels pretty good. I do wish it was a tad thicker, but it seems like a really nice overcoat to kind of keep the wind and weather out. I'll definitely put on some like thermal breeches and a thicker jacket under this. This isn't a super thick hoodie, but I still have plenty of room in here to put on another hoodie. What do you want to say to the camera? Very insightful. Hey! He says, give me a cookie, lady. That's the only thing you're good for. All right, let me put this back on my shirt so I can use both my hands. Do you want to unbag this with us? So the next thing we're looking at is some winter gloves. These ones are the Pomme Hailey Winter Black. I got them in a size 8. So something I forgot to mention before is I've actually gone through the entire year of having the Amiko and Friend subscription. When I first got back into riding pretty much exactly a year ago, I needed some riding gear and I decided to try the Amiko and Friend subscription. I've actually been wearing the Pomme breeches and a couple other items for a full year now. I do really like them, so that's why I did decide to do another order and see how some more of their stuff is. But I got the just regular riding Pomme gloves in the beginning. They are absolutely destroyed now, but they have been wonderful. But I decided to get these ones since we're getting closer to winter and they are insulated. You can kind of see how thick they are. They have the same silicone pattern on the front, which I really like. I'm gonna try them on and see how they fit. So just like when I ordered them a year ago, they're a little bit tight, but I actually like my gloves to be a bit of a tighter fit when I first get them, because I find once you really start using them, they do tend to stretch out. These feel like they're going to stay on my hands. They do feel pretty warm. They're not super thick, but they feel thick enough to keep you a bit warmer, but also, you know, be able to ride and have full movement in your hand. I'm very excited for these because I did not buy winter gloves last year, and that was a massive mistake. All right, the next thing I am going to unwrap, I'm gonna do it together because it is a matching set, kind of. I bought them because they're in the same color basically. But these are both from Pomme as well. They're in the dark shadow color, but I got the Faye Function top in size medium, and then I got the seamless Leggings with a knee grip. I got that in a size large. They're both in the dark shadow. So I'm gonna go in my tack room, try them on, and then I'll show you guys what I think. Okay, so right off the bat, I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised. Do I love the way it looks on me? No, but that's due to my own body insecurities. I'm really surprised with how thick the Leggings are. I really thought that I was going to order them and they were going to be super thin, but I actually really like the way they feel. The top I'm in love with. I ordered a medium on a whim. Usually I order larges because I feel like I like to have my clothes fit a little bit bigger, but I am so glad I ordered the medium. The compression is perfect. I can still move my arms. It feels great. I'm actually really excited to ride in this. They don't feel like they're going to be see-through. Unfortunately, I don't have anyone here to check for me. One thing I am a little bit worried about right now is whether or not this part is going to stay up, especially since the shirt is a little bit slippery. It does feel like it's gonna slide down. The top isn't super thick, but it also doesn't feel like it's cheaply made. I actually love where the seams are on the arms. They come across your shoulder and in through your elbow. I just think it's gonna look nice when I'm riding. Really like the look of the leggings. I kind of wish that they weren't this like textured waffle pattern, but I do also think it could be fun because most of my other breeches that I have are not like super fun colors or super fun textures, so it's a nice little change up. They are super comfortable. Yeah, the band already slid down a little bit, but I also don't think I'll be doing star jumps on a horse I'm riding. Safe to say I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm really excited to ride in these. I do also think these are going to be great underlayers for the winter. Let's move on to the next item, which might look a little familiar. All right. So, like I said, this is gonna look a little familiar. I ordered the same Leggings, but in navy color. I ordered a size large as well, so I know they're gonna fit. I just decided to try on the gray for you guys because I had the matching shirt. I think the gray will look great with the navy as well. And then you guys might have picked up on this, but Banner, his main color is navy that I've picked for him. Yeah, I'm gonna really like these. I think the navy looks really nice. I did really like the shadow color that I'm wearing, but the navy just does it for me, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know if you can see the blue here. They have like a nice Pomme label on the inside. I'll show you the tag as well. And then they have a cute little tag on here that says my therapist eats hay. Something I did forget to mention though is that they have a phone pocket down here. I do have to say my Pomme breeches are like my one breeches that don't fall down when I put my phone in my pocket. I'm really excited to see if these breggings stay up as well as the breeches that I have from Pomme when I put my phone in my pocket. I feel like my phone and my other Pomme breeches don't slip or slide around. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall out, and then my breeches aren't also being pulled down, so I'm interested to see how that is without a belt on. I will also try to update you guys on that because I'll have to have my phone in my pocket tonight. Hello, it is future Zoe. It has been about 8 hours for me, probably about 30 seconds for you, but I am currently on my way to the barn from work. I am back in my riding clothes and we are going to give them a try tonight. I have one horse to work, so nothing too crazy. I'll try to get some videos for you guys tonight so you guys can see how the clothing holds up. I'll give you guys a little bit of a rundown afterwards as well, but I will see you again back at the barn. Hello. Sorry about the bad camera quality. So far in tacking up Polly, I've had to pull up my pants a lot, so we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping for the best but expecting the worst, but I will update you guys as we go along. I really ended up liking the breggings during my first ride. I feel like they slipped down a tad and I did have to pull them up a couple times, but I thought they were super comfortable and allowed for quite a range of motion. I've since worn them a couple times and I did add some video clips here. So these are the navy breggings while I'm riding Banner inside. And then the next couple clips are me on Sammy doing a little bit of a jumping lesson in the shadow gray. I do think that they slip down a little bit, but it's nothing that gets annoying while you're riding. They have quickly become one of my more favorite breeches or breggings to pull from. I really like them and I would honestly recommend them. I also wanted to mention that every time I've worn them, I've had my phone in my pocket and they have not fallen down and stuck in place. Now that we're done with this, we'll move on to the next item. I had to put my hoodie back on because it's really cold. I don't know if I've been sniffling a lot in this video. I'm sorry if I am. The next item I wanted to show you guys, I did not get from Amiko and Friends, but I just got them recently, so I thought I'd include it in this haul, and it definitely has something to do with the winter theme. Hopefully you guys can't hear the hay truck, I'm sorry. But I got these muck boots. I got them on sale. They are insulated. I was unfortunately cleaning Banner's pen the other day after it rained and found out my other boots had a hole in it, so that was a great way to find out. But I went and picked these up. I'm very excited to wear these. These are a lot more insulated than the ones I had last winter. The next item is for Banner. This is the Luca Eggbutt Snaffle. So right now Banner does not ride in a bit. He rides in either a side pull or a hackamore. I am trying to work on getting him used to having a bit in his mouth. I don't know if we'll ever ride with one on, but I feel like it's something to just at least get him comfortable with. But this is the Luca Eggbutt Snaffle. It has the little copper piece in the center. So I just got this one to try, so we'll see how he likes it. this is a little editing note here. At this point is when I realized that my microphone had not been working the whole time, so the audio does change right after this clip. I apologize. I had no idea. I'm sorry if you guys can still hear the tractor. They're dragging the arena. Next two items I'm going to end up pulling Banner out for. The first one I'll show you real quick is just a brush. They claimed that this one gets knots and everything out without pulling out your horse's mane and tail. This one's from Amiko. It's actually Amiko's brand. So it was only like $2, so I figured I'd try it. The next item is a blanket for Banner, which it's too warm today for a blanket, but I did just want to at least try it on him and see how it fits and what I think of it. This is also the Amiko brand. It came in, oops, I had it on the ground. It says Amiko on the back here, and then it came in a nice little blanket storage. I got it, surprise, surprise, in navy. It says this is the rug out, so it's a turnout rug, 150 grams, navy. I got it in a size 145. This is what the rug looks like. I'll go ahead and bring Banner out so we can try it on. So he's a bit dirty, but I'm just going to try the rug on, and then I'm actually going to turn him out, so he's going to roll anyways. Again, I'm sorry about the tractor noises. The clasps do not seem like they'll come undone so far. Ooh, I don't love that. The rug seems a tad big on him. This should sit a little bit closer to his bum here. I think it's going to work, but there's plenty of room here. I don't think it should cause too much rubbing. The material feels nice. This was not expensive. I'll look at pricing and go over pricing with you guys after this. Don't think it's too bad. I like that these come down on this side here and this side here. I am going to think about it a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and take this off Banner just because it's getting pretty warm out here now that the sun's out. I do love the color on him. I love the 3 straps down here. The Velcro and straps up front feel really strong. The straps back here, I don't love that it's just a tie string. I do tend to like the straps that go underneath the legs, but I think it'll do, especially with the 3 straps under the belly here. I am new to horse ownership, so I am going to ask my trainer what she thinks of the fit. I think it's a tad big, but I don't think it's too big to where it won't work in the future. But let me know what you guys think in the comments about the fit. I would definitely love to hear a little bit more about your blanket knowledge. Go ahead and test this brush out. I do have to say, I feel like it glides through his mane a little bit better, especially for me not brushing it in a couple days. Do I think it's significantly better than the other brushes I own? No. But I think it's worth $2. For a quick brush through, this hardly took out any hair. I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the amount it took out of his mane. So I do have to say that is better than my other brushes. Do I think it detangles faster? No. But I do think it pulls less hair out, which is, definitely worth the $2. Another little note here. I think I accidentally switched back microphones because my audio gets weird again. All right, so in total, I spent about $265. I did 2 separate orders, and I ordered them about 3 weeks ago. The first order was $111 and it came in no time. It came in just a couple days. The second order, math, whatever the remaining is there, did take a little bit extra to come in. That's the one that had like the blanket, the bit, and then some of the riding gear. It went through customs and then it got held at one of the government facilities before it shipped to me. It got delayed a little over a week now. I'll go ahead and include all of the pricing for every individual item below. But the blanket that I tried on him last was about, it was about $70. I feel like that's really cheap for a winter rug. Do I think it'll last several seasons like some other brands do? No. But I feel like a $70 blanket is worth it, especially when you're trying to just kind of figure out your horse and what they might like or not like. I just wanted to have something for when the first freeze comes through. It's already been getting pretty cold at night. To tell you guys a little bit more about the subscription I participated in, I paid $7.50 for a full year to gain access to Amiko and Friends discounts. Majority of the brands I bought on there were the Amiko and Friends brand itself and the Pomme brand. I ordered everything that you saw here, a couple pairs of breeches. I also ordered another jacket besides the one that you guys saw in this video about a year ago. I have consistently been wearing it. I feel like if you're looking to get quite a lot of equestrian gear or tack for your horse, it's a great way to get pretty discounted tack at a pretty reasonable quality. I feel like most of the things that I've had have lasted me quite a while. My Pomme breeches that I'm still wearing, I wear every single week. They honestly look brand new and they fit me great. I'm going to continue to wear them. I feel like this subscription has been really helpful since I've gotten back into the equestrian world. I grew up riding Western, so majority of the items that I had were geared towards Western riding. Amiko and Friends has kind of allowed me to get a lot of English gear at a reasonable price. With the $7.50 subscription that I paid, I get about a $400 spending budget. It's right around there. I did spend the full $400 over the course of the year. I really technically ordered twice, so I did an order last August or last September when I began the subscription, and then I did my second order this September right before my subscription ended. I feel like Amiko and Friends exceeded my expectations. I feel like if you guys want to try this subscription, it can be beneficial. I know about halfway through the year I got really frustrated wanting to cancel my subscription, but now that winter is coming back around and I needed quite a bit of winter gear, I feel like I'm glad that I wasn't able to cancel it. That is one thing about the Amiko and Friends, is you're locked into the year. So I did feel like I was regretting it a little bit about 6 months in, but now that winter's come back around, I'm really not regretting it. I've been wanting a coat like the one that I got for a really long time, and I know that I'm going to use it a lot. I do think that it can be a little bit frustrating because a lot of the items will be out of stock in your size. Like there's a bridle that I really wanted to order, but I wasn't able to. There was a couple colors of specific clothing items that weren't in my size, but I do feel like I'm really happy with the things that I was able to buy. I'm glad that the couple things that I really wanted were in my size. It's definitely something that over the course of the year, you just kind of have to keep checking the website to see if either they have new things in your size or have restocked in your size. But I definitely think that it's something that if you want to try it, you definitely should. I feel like I came away from the subscription feeling like I won, but that's not the right word. I feel like I came away fulfilled. I feel like I didn't waste my money. I saved a lot of money, especially if I was just to go on like the Pomme website and order directly from there. If you guys decide to give it a try, let me know. If I didn't answer any of the questions that you were dying to know about Amiko and Friends, go ahead and leave a comment and I will answer all of your questions. Thank you so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed the video and I can't wait to see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you made it to the end of the video, either comment the questions that you have about the Amiko and Friends subscription, or let me know what your favorite thing is to do with your horse on your non-riding days when you just want to go to the barn and hang out. I will start. Mine is turning Banner out with his best friend and sitting in a lawn chair and just watching them have a good time together. So we're gonna go do that now. But have a good rest of your day and I'll see you next time.